getting a lot of calls. I'm Robert Sure, and I've been getting a lot of calls about what it is that we do. And one of the things that differentiates us from our competition, or pretty much real estate as usual, is that we're focused on really three really important things. Number one is it never made sense to me why people have to pay multiple application fees. Why can't you just take copies of the applications, give them to all the different landlords, and then leave it at that, and then not pay multiple application fees? So that's one system that we figured out how to solve. So regardless of how many landlords we're going to approach, we only have one application fee that we collect. The other thing that didn't make any sense to me is the credit system. So generally, whenever people apply and landlords are looking at credit, they're not considering all the rent income that they're collecting, and they're not sending that off to the bureaus. So without the credit being in the credit report, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to look at credit scores. So we found a way around that and basically say, you know what, we're not going to look at credit, we don't pull credit, and if a landlord wants credit, we have a fee that we charge. We can work around landlords getting the credit scores. And then the other thing is, and the other thing that didn't make any sense with the renting system is having a bunch of people show up to an open house standing shoulder to shoulder and then competing with other people who are there for the same apartment. I mean, just imagine how awkward that is. You're there and then you're with other people who are competing against you for that apartment. It's just bizarre. Anyway, so we don't want people to go and to open houses or even meet with landlords if landlords don't want to rent to them. So how we've solved that is we have people pre-qualified, pre-approved before they go to meet with the landlord. So when they're there, they're just doing the interview, and then they can make a decision if they like the apartment and if the landlord likes them enough to give them a lease. So that saves everybody a lot of time, and believe me, landlords and renters are both very appreciative of not having to go to meet with people not knowing what the outcome would be. It's much better to know knowing what the outcome will be so that you can go there with money, dressed to impress, look good, smell good, and then you can potentially sign a lease the same day that you're there because you're already pre-approved on the basis of your paperwork. So I'm going to do a few of these video series. This is going to be the first, and stay tuned.